Well, hello again, Gateway students. Today's lesson on www.sketchup.com free is how to make a space probe. And again, this space probe can go along with your rover, your rocket, your space station, and anything else you might want to make for a spacely environment. So without further ado, let's begin. Just remember, navigate to sketchup.com. It's free on the internet. Try it. First, go up to the upper right corner here, click the person icon, and if you're logged in, it may take you directly to your products. In this case, I'm having to log in. Now you're in my products, and I'm going directly there as quickly as possible. SketchUp for the web launch. And when you see the blue logo, you know you're there. Step 1, create a new simple template, feet and inches. Step 2, go to the I for model information and make sure you put it in decimals. Leave the precision as it is and change the snap interval to 0.001 and then hit the enter key to lock it in. Select the 5'8" lady and hit the delete key on your keyboard to remove her. Go to the scenes tab. Looks like a movie clipboard. And then you're going to put it in parallel projection to model. And then you're going to put it in front view. And then you're going to use the pan tool down here in the bottom left to grab that hand and put it and pull it right here. Here's your origin, and then pull these axes down to the lower left. So I'm going to start with about a 10-inch central axis line. And as I look down to length in the bottom right, I'm going to see my pencil still on the blue axis. So I'm just going to enter 10 on my keypad, 1, 0, and then hit the enter key. That locked in a 10-inch line. Use your mouse wheel then to zoom, scroll, and zoom in. Now I'm going to create my profile, and I'm just going to adjust it with the pan tool, then back to the line tool. So invariably, I use the double satellite dish. What I'm going to do is create a cone here, then hit escape. Now I'm going to go to the arc tool, and I'm going to start here and pull my pencil up somewhere in this area and click, and then pull an arc, which will eventually become a satellite dish. And then I'm going to click. Now I'm going to try it again, but I'm going to put it and try to make it approximately parallel in nature. So I'm going to bring it here, click, and then pull it here, click. And for detail, let's zoom right in. I'm going to select here, and then make a bulbous detail shape. Now I'm going to use the line tool and move straight down and click just a short little line, hit escape. Now I move to the arc tool yet again and make it even bigger disc. So I'm going to make it just a little larger than the original satellite dish. And again, pull parallel arc. And then again, zoom in maybe, select once and select twice, and then pull and enlarge a bulbous shape. Now I'm going to pan, see more. Now this is the main body structure. This is where all the electronic components will be stored in your satellite dish. You can add details as well. Make it really nice if you add some little details inside. Now, these are just imaginary, but remember, the concepts are real. In here, we have the electronic components. And remember, you can stop and pan at any time, then select the pencil again and return. And once again, I'm going to hit the escape key and try something a little different here. Maybe put an arc here to here. Who knows what this looks like? All right, so we got that. Now that I've got the shape, I'm going to put it in top view. I believe top view would be nice, and make a circle. So you can see my profile is slicing right through me, and I'm going to use the circle to do a follow me process. So I'm going to select here, I'm going to select here, and then I'm going to use the orbit tool to verify I did that correctly. As I can see, I did that. I believe I did that correctly. Put it in front view if you so choose. Check it out. All right. So now I'm going to use the follow me tool. It's right under the push pull tool. It's the second tool down. First, you'll select your profile. Now, in this case, I am going to pull it all the way around until I get back to here and then click. And it worked out. Now, if it didn't work out perfectly, look, it doesn't seem like it did. So it actually is a nice little effect. Control Z though. I'm going to try it again. So again, click. And then up here. Let's just reset orbit a little. Push pull here. Again, bring it all the way around. Aha. I was able to successfully create a complete revolution. Now I'm going to select the disk and hit delete. And so far, so good. That's the main body of my satellite. All right. The next step, put it in top view and zoom out and pan and pull the hand. Use the hand to pull way over to the right. Now I'm going to go to a rectangle tool and make my solar panels. So here's a solar panel. Click. And I'm going to just make one that looks like it's proportionally okay. Click. And then you can use the orbit tool to push pull. Just a thin shape. Just a thin shape. Maybe 0.2. 0.2. Enter. Okay, that's my solar panel. It's got to be lightweight. Okay, now here's an opportunity to use the offset that we used at the very beginning of the year. So I select my shape and press outward until I get approximately there. Now I'm going to and use the push-pull tool again to grab this and just pull it up a little bit. 0.1. There. Just a little detail. Top view. All right. The next step would be to, let's just copy the whole thing. Go Control C, Control V. And you can use the pan tool. You can use the move tool to move it onto the other side. You can select this one and use the move tool to move it to this side. And one more component. Again, from the top view, make a rectangular bar. You can start here. Just a thin rectangular bar. It's your world. Click. And then use the pan or the orbit tool and the push-pull tool just to make a thin bar, maybe about 1 inch. There. Right, top view. Make sure you select it. Make sure you move it into position. Goes right through the center of your satellite. Look at it from right view because it's not in the proper space. Control Z. I'm going to go Control Z because I'm going to move it down first. I'm going to move it down first. Actually, I'm going to run it right through there, like so. That's where it goes, right there. Okay, top view. And now, actually grab my panels. Make sure you grab them from the top. See if it's possible. Look at it from left view. Move it up. Doesn't work. Control Z. You have to look at it from front view to select it properly. Select it. Can you hold the shift key? Select this as well. Now you can look at it from front view. Let's see, top, front, right. Try to find the appropriate view. Bring it up. There. And now it's all about discovering which materials look nice for carbon fiber, for solar panels. So step one, go to the materials list, look for colors, possibly metal, something with a, ooh, could be solar. Maybe this one. Yeah, maybe this. Just experiment. And all right. So with that said, actually what I'd like to do is create the entire thing as a metal here. I want to select the entire object. Now I'm going to go back with my solar panels and just select these two. Actually, just use this. There we go. That looks like a solar panel. There we go. Now to go to the final process. Axes, turn it off. There's no shadows on this because it's in space, but make sure you put it in perspective view. So return to the scenes tab, select perspective view. Don't get panicked and use the orbit and the pan tool. I like to zoom in. If you would, please zoom in. You can orbit it just a little bit for effect. There we go. Now, save it. Call it Space Probe. Save. Now, it's saving. So you can see saving Space Probe. When it's saved, you go to the three lines in the upper left, export, PNG. Don't forget to select the blue button in the bottom right. You can see it went into my downloads folder. We can verify that that went into my downloads folder, and there it is. This is the image I want you to turn in for assignment credit. Good luck.